in the paddock, get my piece. Push a P. Cop no hammers for my P. We don't want no peace. Got a spotted puff spot. Just for peace. Drop the dot and never plant. Beside the piece.
Briana Marie, the cut crease queen, yeah. She got what you need, yeah. You know what I mean, yeah. Briana Marie, the go-to stylist. Treat you like a diamond. Everything is love with Briana Marie.
Alright, y'all, so we're going to get started with the brows. For the brows, we're going to take this powder. This is Sacha Buttercup setting powder. We're going to set our brows because we already laminated them. What I mean by laminating the brows is basically just pushing the hairs up to make them a little bit more bushier and also staying down so that they won't move. If you haven't tried it, definitely try this method. Your brows last all day. Alright, so wiping the powder off, I am going to use my eyebrow pencil. A hack for eyebrow pencils, y'all, especially sometimes if they're like, you know how like you roll your eyebrow pencil up and it has this like white residue or it looks kind of dusty. Try this. Take a lighter, roll it up, and then light it. And it's gonna go on so smooth, and it's going to be how it originally was supposed to be. I don't know why that white residue sometimes be in there, but try that and I'm telling you it's gonna go on so smooth. So I'm just filling in my brows. I really don't need to talk during this section because I do my brows all the time, and if y'all want a dedicated eyebrow tutorial, let me know, because then therefore I could just basically recommend y'all that video when it's time to start the eyes. I could be like, oh, you know, I have a dedicated eyebrow tutorial, the link is above, so click on that, because you know, just to speed up the tutorials, because the eyes are definitely different than the brows unless I'm doing colored brows or, you know, any type of other brows. But I definitely don't want to be redundant with the brows, but this is my product, y'all, and I had to do it. So these are my micro brow pencils, and they come in all colors. They come in brown, dark brown, black, and gray brown. So yeah, click the link in the description right below. It's my site. My site is up and available, y'all, and June will make 1 year that Bfiercebeauty has been open. Yes, and I'm thinking about planning something to do for that day. But yeah, I went ahead and I concealed my brows, y'all. I concealed the back with a lighter color. I think it was deep caramel from Elf. It's the hydrated one, y'all. No, I do not use the camo, the ones that's dry. And then I went ahead and took fine in the front of my brows. Finished my brows, y'all. I didn't really do the top of my brows on camera because, like I said, it's redundant. And y'all already know I love my Morphe 2 concealer buffer brush. Definitely love that one over the Morphe. And y'all know Morphe is closing. Oh my god, that's so sad. That brush that I used to wipe my brows off, that was a V100 brush, and it was from Morphe. This is my base, y'all. So I always say, let your base dry before you start patting it out. You don't want to go right in and pat your base out. It's going to not be right. So that was in the shade Icy 0. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Juvia's Place Times Vanessa palette, and I'm going to pack this shadow on. I love doing those round shadows or those elongated shadows. That's like my thing. And I want to pat this on all the way into the front of the brow with a flat brush. Now I'm going to go into a blending brush from Morphe. So if y'all haven't heard, I did tell y'all Morphe is closing all the stores in the US. So if they having sales or if they still open, go ahead and go shop, because there will not be no more Morphe unless it's online. I think it's online only. So yeah, I'm going to take this color out of the Morphe palette. It's called the 39A palette. Such a great palette. And I am going to put that right on top of the Vanessa color that I laid down out of the Vanessa palette. Going back into the first color and deepening in that crease area, and then also I'm going to go back into the second color just so that everything can be blended. Didn't show that on camera, but I definitely did. Now I'm taking my base that I used before I applied the shadow, and I'm going to tap it out to create more lid space. I love these type of looks. These are called the no cut crease looks, and I love them. They're simple. It takes me about an hour to 2 to do it on a client, and yeah, I love it. Now I'm going in this Beast by Dip palette. What is this palette? I think it's called the Buff palette, and I'm going to take that gold orange shadow. When I say this made the look pop, it made the look pop, y'all. Something about that orange shimmer shade in that palette just set this look off, and I absolutely love the way that it It just did it for me. Okay, so after I did that, I did go ahead and close this up, just basically like you're closing up a cut. You're gonna ombre that in. You don't want the edges unless you're going for a type of look. Like I said, and I stated this on Facebook, makeup is makeup. You don't get caught up into what people do and don't like. Okay, do it for you. Do it for what you want to do. Don't get caught up in, oh well, I don't like those brows, or I don't like that shadow, I don't like how she did her face. Don't think of that. And especially if you're just coming up, forget what these people gotta say. Do you, do what makes you happy, and live. Like that's the fun thing about makeup. It's art. You do what you want. Okay, period. So I went ahead and I did go ahead and take Makeup Addiction Cosmetics and put that on the lid because I was talking too much. Well, I'm about to put on the lid. I went ahead and took the white shadow out of her palette. That's what I meant to say. You're moving too fast. And I put that in the inner corner. Now I'm taking Gold Rush from Makeup Addiction Cosmetics, putting that on the lid. Now it's time to do this wing. So I draw the line, then I go ahead and take a line up from the lash line, and then I draw the line down to the line that I drew on the lid, if that's making sense, and connect it. So I'll draw a line up, take it from down, not the tip of the line, but down a little bit from the tip, and then connect it to the line that's on the lid, and then fill it in. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm more of a visual learner, so if I could look at it, I can try to like mimic it. So yeah, y'all, I did that, and then I did it on the other side, but not on camera. You really can't see it. So sometimes when clips like that, I be trying to like get rid of, because like you literally can't even see that. I added some lashes that I had for years, okay, and my lash being right here, and I just put these on. I don't know their names, so they were very pretty. I curled them up because sometimes you can get lashes and they can be very flat, so get your eyelash curler. It will help in the long run. Now it's time to do the face. I went ahead and tried the Makeup by Mario foundations, y'all. Like, I don't know, ever since I used Juvia's Place, I just love these dewy hydrating foundations. So I'm like, you know what, let me try these, because Juvia's Place right now is just on the top of my list. Like, I don't want to try anything else but Juvia's Place, because that makes the skin look like second skin for real. Like, when I said that, I meant that, okay? And nothing is beating them. Seriously. So right now I am trying the shades 24N and 25W mixed together, and actually this foundation was good. I'm not gonna say it was like Juvia's Place, but it was good. I didn't have any complaints about it, but it just wasn't giving that glow like Juvia's Place. I don't know, if I keep comparing some Juvia's Place, it's just not gonna it's gonna work out. But honestly, the foundation was good. I'm not even gonna say it was bad, but it wasn't nothing that like I would be like, oh my god, like go get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was good, but nothing like oh my god, go run to the store and get it. And the glitter reflex that I seen in the bottle, you don't really see it on your face. I didn't see it at all. So yeah, it's just a regular foundation that's more so on the, and I'm not even gonna say oily because it's not even oily. You know how some people like, oh, it's oily. It's not even oily. Foundation is not oily. It's, let me see what I'm trying to say. It definitely gives a glow, okay, but it's not oily. Now I'm applying my concealers. I love Tarte concealers. Like, I can't try anything else. I like the Elf, but I mean I had to go right back to Tarte. Like, I couldn't do it. So I did 10 sand, 10 deep sand, and deep. Okay, so right now it's 10 deep sand and deep right now. Then I did go ahead off camera and add a little bit of 10 sand once everything was blended out. Now I am blending out the edges of that concealer just so that everything can be smooth, y'all. Like, everything takes time. Like, I don't rush anything. I'm sorry, I can't do it, because if I rushed it, it would not look right. So now I'm taking this foundation brush that I normally use my foundation for, and I've been loving it for blending out my contour area. And like, it just blends everything so seamless, so smoothly. And y'all, my face is looking beat, but Y'all, I'm so ready to get rid of these. My skin is looking really good. Like, it's looking good. I'm just ready to get rid of the pore, like the on the cheek. It's like these pore areas that's like, I feel like it's messing it up. Like, go away. But other than that, skin is clearing up and it's looking good. It's just that area that I am self-conscious. I don't like it. So it's just like, I be want to take the pictures raw and stuff like that and show y'all. Be like, hey, this is messing it up because everything looks good. But when you see the cheek, it's just like, okay, you lost me here. But y'all, now I'm taking Deep Caramel, and I'm going to, this is like my new foundation routine. I am going to actually try a darker foundation. I'm gonna go to the store and see if I can find something deeper than Deep Caramel, because honestly I like the reverse contour method, but I just feel like I could go like maybe 2 to 1 shade darker than Deep Caramel, and then it'll all like be blended together. Okay, and then I go back in with that foundation brush and kind of blend it out so that it can all be melted into one. And now I'm taking my Laura Mercier deep translucent setting powder, and y'all say sometimes when y'all be like is this foundation oily? Why is it looking oily on me? Y'all have to set, like, I don't care what foundation, I don't care if it's matte, I don't care if it's oily, I'm going to set my foundation so that it's not going to move anywhere. I'm pretty sure sometimes y'all just put the foundation on and put powder on top of it, like the pressed powder or whatever the case may be. Or sometimes some people don't even put powder on top. So I don't know. I set my face all over, and that's probably why it lasts for me, because I see a lot of people like, it's oily, or this foundation that you was saying like, or promoting, it's oily for me. That's because you're not setting it, and you have to set it. That's why mine's not oily. But I guess you like, that kind of defeats the purpose. But I don't care what kind of foundation it is, I'm gonna set it regardless. But yeah, y'all, I'm taking blank canvas and the waterline, and then now I'm going to smoke it out using what I used in the transition, which is Vanessa Time Juvia's Face palette. And then now I'm going in with this yellow. I had to add yellow. Something about the orange and yellow is giving me very much springtime vibes, and I just had to do it. Like, y'all, and it just came out so bomb. Using this MAC mascara, I'm gonna go get that because I like that mascara. I did add some more powder, y'all, to kind of merge everything together. That was from MAC. So I used the Studio Fix powders and 44.5 under the eye, and then NW50 to set. Now I'm using my lip liner in deep, dark brown, and that's the deepest shade of lip liner that I have. And then I am going to use a liquid lipstick for my lips, y'all. And I like the Dose of Color liquid lipsticks. I have liquid lipsticks, but I don't know if I can find it at the moment, and I just not feel like searching for it. But I did go ahead and use whatever was closest to me on my lips, and this is Supernatural from Dose of Color. Put that on, and then I have this lipstick that I was like, this is gonna go perfect with this. This lip gloss. This is called It's Giving Peach. So if you go on the site, it's called It's Giving Peach, y'all. And then I topped it off on the Cupid's bow area only with a little bit of my fierce side. It's a brown, y'all, and I love it. It just came together. On these pictures, you're gonna see it, and yes, lip gave, y'all. It just went right with the look, y'all. I went ahead and added my molds, and now we're about to add highlighter. These are the sparkler highlighters for my collection. I have 3 of them. I have Golden Gem, Two Tone Spark, and also Swarovski Crystal. And y'all, this is it, y'all. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next one. We're here. Don't forget to go check out Bfiercebeauty down in the description bar below.